Margo is a fantastic adventure that we initiated 9 months ago, so somehow April 2023, when we went together with 5 other leading companies, I would say 4 from the industrial automation, so ABB, Siemens, Rockwell and Schneider, and Microsoft for the hyperscaler side, to revolutionize what we believe is the future of manufacturing, and especially industrial automation. Because what we do see when you go to the shop floor is really the difficulty that most of our customers in the shop floor and in the plants have to make all those ecosystems work together. You know, it's really difficult, even though we've been pitching that really the data integration would solve most of the problems, but effectively when you go really to the operational side, is how do you make sure that you're correlating beyond the operational excellence, I would say good habits, good practices that we do see, but how do you correlate effects and events that you see from your data, live real-time data on the shop floor. So this is a huge, I would say, open item that's been here forever. And the good news is that the technology, and especially the edge computing, is enabling a solution to that problem. So what did we want to do with Margo is pretty simple on paper, but much easier said than done, which is how do we bring all those different companies together to set up an open source standard that will enable those different ecosystems to interact one with the other. Because so far they were more or less siloed, they couldn't talk at the company level. So what we've been doing is, since a year now almost, work together to define what this open source standard might be. So it's hosted by the Linux Foundation and it's an open club. Okay, so those 6 funding companies, okay, it's not a closed circle where no one can enter. It has to be open, it is meant to be open, so that it becomes a standard that any company on the world might want to embrace for their own product or for a system integration play, so that at the end of the day, we're creating new services. And at the end of the day, the value will come from those new use cases that we're going to enable.
As part of Siemens Accelerator, and Margo is very much in line what we want to reach, and very much in line also to the technical solutions Margo is driving.
A promise of a more connected, more adaptable, and a simpler future of industrial automation ecosystems. That's for me, that's Margo.
Now with Margo, we bring in an open ecosystem which reduces the barrier of entry for several companies, because we are going to create a common standard for application developers, for orchestrators, for edge devices, so that applications can be easily orchestrated and run on different kinds of devices. It also means that we would be able to create an ecosystem in industrial automation, would be able to create an ecosystem in edge computing, and this also would drive a lot of new innovation which perhaps is needed for the industry in itself.
We from Microsoft are really happy and excited to be part of the Margo Initiative. We see a lot of the challenges that our customers facing day in, day out, and so we're really glad we finally get to address this and target that together with great partners.
We're super excited about solving our customers' problems, and we're also super excited about open standards and being interoperable and having agnostic systems.
Yeah, Rockwell Automation is super excited to be part of the Margo Initiative, having it created with our partners to solve the interoperability challenges that the market is seeing today.
As a system architect within the Margo Initiative, I'm excited about it because it solves a customer's main pain point of bringing edge applications from the cloud to their on-prem environment. So the goal of Margo is to enable interoperability between orchestration layer, apps, and devices from various vendors to solve the complexity of bringing AI models, advanced models to the edge, regardless of the vendor of the app, right? Or regardless of the vendor of the device. So the goal here is to have devices and apps be able to be interoperable between vendors so that the customer isn't resulting with 5 different SaaS offerings to manage, their plant. We want interoperability so that skids arrive, it can be managed by your current SaaS offering without having to purchase an additional one.
So what is exciting about Margo? It's really teaming up big companies